Today we'll focus on the brand new S8. We come into the first of many lounging areas on this spectacular model. As you can see, we have an undercover cockpit lounging dining with the feature of this table opening and becomes exactly double the size that you see, arriving to this area where you can sit 10 people comfortably dining al fresco under the roof. Of course, on the port side here, you have your al fresco bar. Can be equipped with a barbecue in the cockpit. In this model edition, been put on the flybridge. And of course, you have your ice maker and refrigerator in this outdoor kitchen. So, huge sunbathing area, foldable backrest, of course. The features that I would like to sometimes highlight is the amount of actual storage that we are providing on all these new models. So if you look at this entire area is complete storage. Now all the covers and all the extra equipment is placed in this storage. Can be cleaning product, fenders, and you name it. Same is for under this seat. This seat is all storage and is a perfect location where you can store the carbon fiber poles, which actually are inserted into this hole, and through that slide there is an awning, and we connect to two carbon fiber pole and into that little slide, which is almost invisible, and create shade all the way back and can be stored here in this location. This is a brand new Alberto Mancini exterior design, and instead we feature a Francesco Guida interior design. They're both incredible talents in the world of architecture, and of course they have been scouted by Azimut Yachts, and we have been working with them to create this incredible beauty. So you have a one-level salon. Please note, no steps. So once you get into the cockpit, all the way approaching the stairs for the lower helm, there is not a single step. So it's all one level. And as you can see, the most refined Italian design, different material from lacquer to very metallic natural wood to 100% gloss mahogany wood here. So the combination of the material is selected by the designer and connected together in this beautiful flow. You have two opposing sofas, and TV comes out from this compartment, and so when you don't watch TV, you enjoy the beautiful view of the panoramic window, and when you watch TV, a 55-inch TV will come out electrically from that high-low. Now, moving towards the bow, this is a very interesting feature because it's another interior, this time full bar. So you have your sink, which once is not in use is covered to be pretty and not invasive, but very clever, faucets and selection of accessories. And in this cabinet you have another ice maker and another refrigerator. You have plenty of storage, and this is actually all cabinetry for your china, conveniently located next to the dining and bar. And on that cabinet right there you have storage and your rest of china. And part of your audio video compartment, I will show you the audio video rack because it's spectacular. It shows actually on the technical side the level of quality of execution. So getting into the helm, this boat is powered by triple IPS 1350 Volvo Penta, and we have of course we did the electronic package from Garmin because of the relationship developed between Volvo Penta and Garmin. So the communication between the engines and the electronic package is seamless, meaning that you don't need to have redundant displays to show engine data. So all the engine data, including pop-ups, messages, alarm, is all shown on the Garmin electronics package. So to create this incredibly clean and flush and smooth helm station. As you can see, you have your 316 inches Garmin, few very sleek stainless steel push buttons, and then everything else is beautiful, clean, organized. You have your levers, and everything comes from the same package. So also from a service standpoint, we are buying the package from Volvo Penta, which include of course the propulsion in the engine room, but also the levers to control the engines, the joysticks, and the electronic package. So in case of need of service maintenance tomorrow, you know, your point of reference is only one: Volvo Penta, the Volvo Penta dealer network, and is connected to Garmin, and is basically a one-stop shop, which for us is extremely important. So approaching the lower deck, we feature here a model with the galley is located actually what we call mid-deck. So it's on the way to the lower deck, but also on the way to the main deck, and is a full-size galley which can be separated if there won't be, or somebody is cooking something which might be smelly, can be separated if wanted. And if not, is still part of the social area of the boat. A very cool feature actually, let me show you, is this, what we call cantinetta, or little cellar, because this is an amazing storage unit. So imagine all your cans and pasta and Coca-Cola boxes and paper towels and so on and so forth. There's room for everything, as well as your 24 bottles wine cooler right there. So that's why we call it the cellar. Of course, a full-size refrigerator, freezer, every appliance is a Miele, so the best. Synthetic countertop, which look like a natural stone, and has all the feel and look of the natural stone, but is fully resistant to any fluid, anything that in a galley can damage countertop. So citrus is to begin with, but anything else. So you have the natural look, but the composite resistance. Going into the lower deck, I would say probably makes sense to approach the master, which is of course a full beam. And actually here I want to show you, as I said, the audio video rack, so just to give an idea of the quality of execution also backstage. So this is a very technical closet, and you can tell how the quality of execution and the wiring and the components, and of course the rack slides out in case of service with the lock there. So we have the master here. As I said, the full beam, of course, with ensuite bathroom. Again, the decor and the design, look at the way the materials have been put together, the luxury of the details. For instance, this inlay here, these are not air conditioning vents, they don't really serve a purpose. It's really just a design feature, which of course talks about how complex the woodwork on the boat is. Here, these lights seems to give a very beautiful, I don't know if you see it on the camera, but you can tell exactly the grain and the quality of the natural wood with the 100% glass finish. You have this beautiful glass insert, which again are design feature. These two columns, there's one on each side to frame the main bulkhead. And of course the TV is a 55 inches behind this mirror. So when the TV is off, you don't see the ugly appliance, but you see a beautiful mirror, which actually can also have a function. You can mirror yourself if the need be. And the sound bar, of course, installed in a very sleek design. And also I would like to focus on the lighting. Look at the beauty of every single lighting accent. Every light is a design piece. This is not spotlights placed on a ceiling, but look at the job we have done with lighting, because it's really need to be appreciated, including this little night light. Every light fixture is a design piece from a major Italian brand, Artemide, Floss. I mean, all the lighting has a lot of research. This is actually obviously natural stone, so this is real marble. we don't need to have the resistance that is required in a galley. And of course the same insert is in the shower, which otherwise is covered in this modern metallic look synthetic material. Very sleek floor of the shower. And another feature of the Master which is often enjoyed is walk-in closet, which is actually worth looking because a lot of space for hanging your clothing, as well as drawers and shelves. And what we like to provide also on every area is an immense amount of storage under every bed. So I will show you this in the Master. The same happens in every other cabin. We will not go through it, but this gives you an idea of the clever usage of space. So every single cubic inch of volume that we have on boat, we use it to provide either technical feature like that vanity that we're going to take a look at, or storage space. Look at this beautiful piece of art. So you have this boutique chair with your shelf, the mirror. Your makeup can stay here, and in case instead a guy would like to use it to work on the computer, of course there is an electric socket right there, and you sit here. The blinds in the Master are electric. They are operated by remote control, and so once you sit in this position, you have the beautiful view of the full size window. Moving forward, this is actually the only head which is shared, meaning that works as a day head as well as the starboard cabin head. Enclosed shower, beautiful size, full-size toilet, and there's a double access from this hallway, so it can be used as a day head by guests on board which are not necessarily sleeping on board, but also serve as a head for actually this cabin. Each of the two guest cabins comes with what we call a Pullman bed. So this area right here, you see this handle, you just press the button, pull the handle, and this bed comes down. So each of the two guest cabins offer 3 beds, so potentially the boat sleeps 10 people very comfortably. Going forward, we're approaching the bow. We enter the second guest cabin. Again, Pullman bed, en-suite bathroom in this case, not shared. Enclosed shower, natural stone, natural wood. Ample storage under each of the bed, as well as your hanging closet with shelves. Sorry, now it's full of bushel decoration material, but gives you an idea of the volume. So. And here we approach the VIP. VIP is extremely generous in terms of size, and more so beam, thanks to the very generous bows of the Azimut Yachts product. And in this particular cabin, we have been able to reach a height of the bed which is interesting, because typically on boats it's challenging to have beds at the residential height. They are all higher, and so instead, given the height of this model, we have been able to place the bed at the height that you have in your home, so you don't feel that climbing onto the bed, but just actually, you face the bed. That is the residential height. Of course, you have ample storage on both sides with hanging closet. Storage is everywhere, as I said. So under the bed, there's an immense amount of storage. You have storage on both sides. It's actually very deep, and closet on both sides, and of course here you have an en-suite bathroom which is larger than the two guests, with a full enclosed shower and natural stone. I can also take a look at the quality and design of the accessories. The installation seems to be a mindless detail, but it's everything flows and creates the design, every single detail. So again, TV is under the mirror in every cabin. So the side walking are extremely wide, comfortable, and more so cover. So imagine when there's weather. You know, look at the size of this sidewalking. I don't even have to adjust. And look at the details. This is all the carbon fiber support. These both feature a GRP hull and a carbon fiber superstructure. And we wanted to show it in places where serves a function, but also looks cool and good. Who doesn't like to pass by here and look at this beautiful 100% gloss carbon fiber polished piece? So this is an appreciation. And look at these floor to ceiling windows. This is the new Alberto Mancini design. The new is bringing the S to even more glass, more window. So this is completely floor to ceiling all the way basically to the helm. And this is where the S8 really create an incredible scenario. Imagine you see those pop-up lights with LED. Imagine we were here actually last night. So at night there is lighting, there is music, there is beautiful ambient. And this is again another area. Those receivers that you see there, that disc semi-open, those are designed to host the 4 carbon fiber poles and of course an awning. And 2 additional poles can be installed in those receivers there for another awning. So the entire area can be either under the sun, under the shade, or half under the sun and half under the shade. So this typically would be more your sunbathing area, but if you want to be, another set of carbon fiber pole is available and with a dedicated awning. Look at this beautiful sofa, carbon fiber table. This is gray carbon fiber, same material as the table in the cockpit, as light as it can be. And again, ample storage under each of the 2 wings of the sofa. You have storage for the covers or drinks, what the need would be. And the reclinable backrest, of course. Again, we were here last night with a customer, and was 8 of us sitting here. We had an hour of conversation. Was 4 of us sitting actually on this side and 4 on that side, and still we were filling with tons of room. This is the escape hatch from the VIP cabin. Hopefully will never be needed, but is there. So from the VIP cabin there's 2 handles, opens, and you can come out in case of need. Of course, this is maneuvering area. This is a good view of your openable sunroof, which come with an internal shade, of course, inside. And so if you don't want the sunlight, it's too hot, then there's an internal fabric shade. Otherwise, you can open the sunroof, all hydraulic operated. And I think we should take a look at the flybridge, because despite this being a model of our S collection, has big enough to feature a flybridge, actually a real flybridge. I wouldn't even call it a technical flybridge or maneuvering flybridge. You will see this flybridge offer all the feature of a flybridge with generous sizes, despite being on an S model. As you can see, another bar area, now with the barbecue that I mentioned before, the sink, another ice maker, and another refrigerator. Storage on this side, trash. This is a very comprehensive flybridge, despite being on an S collection product. As you can see, the owner can be driving the boat with his wife or significant other beside him, and again the rest of the family and friends still hanging out in the same area. So you're not isolated driving the boat, but you have an area where you can feel comfortable being on the outside. You see better, you hear better, you see where you're going better. Sometimes we are more comfortable driving a boat, especially of this size, from the flybridge, but typically S models are a little bit more sacrificed in terms of space and people you can have around you. The S8 offer plenty of space to have plenty of friends. Actually, if you turn around, right behind the helm station, you now have a full C-shape sofa with a high-low table. Actually can be converted in a sunbathing area. So once the table goes down, this filler cushion actually is designed to go on top of the table, and that becomes an entire sunbathing area, of course by closing this bimini top, which is hydraulic operated. So table and bimini top are both controlled from this beautiful push button switching control, and the bimini top with the press of a button folds completely actually forward by disconnecting just those two pins and folding it down. So it can be, again, a very nicely shaded area as we have it today, and or a full sun area. So crew quarter and engine room access, extremely comfortable on the side walking, and you go down, again, this is a technical stairs, but the angle is very gentle. You go down this ladder, and this is where the crew, so the technical part of the boat, is handled and managed, and is very conveniently located because you have the two cabins in the head, so they have a full head and two cabins, but also access to these beautiful engine room where all the technical equipment is. So you have your triple IPS, 1350 horsepower each, seakeeper stabilization, two sets of generator, Onan, so Cummins, American made, and every system, this is your air conditioning system, generator exhaust, so every system is here, so the crew from the side and from the cabin can access the engine room very conveniently. This, of course, if you were wondering what is invasive boxes, this is the garage. So in order to have a tender, and we're talking about a 4-meter tender, so it's 13 feet tender, as well as a 2.6 meters, so a 9 feet jet ski in the garage. This is the box which hosts them. Cover and beautiful, so you don't have toys hanging from the transom or compromising the beauty and the line of the boat. That they are protected from the environment in the garage, as well as preserving the look of the boat and the aesthetic of the design. So we talk a lot about this garage, so I think is a great opportunity here to show it to you. And of course is an hydraulic operated mechanism, and please, I really appreciate the speed and the quietness of the movement. I'll stop it right here, we can open it all, but that gives you a very good idea. 4-meter tender, 2.6 meter jet ski, protected from the environment and off the way without compromising the beauty of the line of Alberto Mancini design and this beautiful Azimut Yacht S8. So let me close it for you. And so the closing again, hydraulic mechanism is incredible how those systems have evolved. I'm in the industry now 26 years, and I remember the first garages, the first crane, the amount of noise they were producing. Right now you have an incredible, huge platform, which also become swiveling this way, this becomes also a beach platform. So once it's fully open, you can put chaise longue in there and lounge. But the speed and quietness of the moving mechanism nowadays is really incredible. So I hope you enjoyed this quick tour of the brand new Azimut S8. Thank you for watching and have a beautiful day.